Good morning, Abundant Life Church. This is Pastor Chris, and today we're going to be finishing up our study on Romans chapter 2, verses 12 through 17, talking about the idea of law versus grace. And it really comes down to the people with the right kind of hearts. The people with the kind of hearts who don't need a law telling them what to do because they naturally are good to other people. They naturally seek after God. Those are the people who are more likely to say yes to Jesus. So, what Paul was really talking about here is the need to have a heart that's open to God's invitation. It's easy to misread this and to misread this passage and think if Paul was saying that Jews who didn't keep the law won't be saved, that must mean that those who do keep it will be saved. Therefore, it's the law that saves us. But if that's the conclusion you reach, you miss Paul's point entirely. The point here is that it's our faith that saves us. Faith means you have the right kind of heart, that you're seeking God. If you're the kind of person who seeks God, you are open to God's invitation to come to Jesus and be saved. Now, here's another twist, and it's important. We get hung up on misunderstandings of things like law and works and grace. But you have to understand that it comes down to one thing. It's not obedience to a set of commands. No, what God wants is something deeper. God wants relationship. God made us so that we could be in relationship with Him. You see, we look at God as this contract. Hey, God, if I do enough good things, I'll go to heaven, right? Well, no, there's the law of Moses. Okay, God, if I keep the law of Moses, then I'll go to heaven, right? That's what it's all. It's a business transaction. That's all it is. That's not what it's like at all. God wants relationship with us. Relationship is a matter of fellowship and of love. And when we see that, when we see how God truly operates, we see how the whole system is set up, that should change us. God wants relationship with us. He wants us to be a part of His family. He wants to bless us with His presence. He wants to be blessed with our presence. He wants to give us a place to belong. Think about that for a second. This is something that people crave more than anything else, somewhere to belong. Do you know what the fastest growing faith is in this nation? Mormonism. Ooh. How's their theology? Listen, I don't, if some of you have Mormon family members or friends, I'm not being insulting to them. I want you to understand that. I'm not criticizing the individuals. But the religion as a whole, how is Mormon theology? It's terrible. It's atrocious. It's works righteousness. It's nutsy. I mean, Joseph Smith, a lot of Mormons don't even know this, but Joseph Smith actually taught people that on the far side of the moon, there's a race of aliens that are 10 feet tall. This is Mormonism. So much bad theology. So why are people coming to Mormonism? Because if you become a Mormon, you belong. Mormonism succeeds because they have a sense of fellowship, a sense of belonging. This is why people come to churches. They really don't come seeking theology. And sadly, a lot of them don't come seeking Jesus. They come looking for a place to belong, a community. If we can give them that, we can then introduce them to Jesus, which does save them. God understands this dynamic. It's how He hardwired us to want to be a part of something, to want to belong. This is what we have in fellowship. There are some people who are just looking for the least amount they have to do. Tell me the fewest number of times I have to go to church in order to be saved. It doesn't work that way. No, coming to church doesn't save you. Coming to Jesus does. Well, why come to church at all? Because it's fellowship with other believers. It's fellowship with Jesus. It's being a part of the family. It's community. We're not designed to be hermits. Those who are looking for the least amount they have to do to make sure they avoid hell, what they're really just looking for is fire insurance, not God. But it's the people who have hearts for God, the people who understand, I want to be a part of something. I want to belong to God's family. I want to have fellowship with other Christians. I don't want to be a hermit. I want to be a part of the body. They are the ones who have the right kind of hearts because they understand the importance of fellowship. They understand the importance of community. They understand that what we have is a relationship. Let me close with this idea. I've been married to my beautiful wife, who I love with all my heart, it's coming up on 39 years pretty soon. Almost 4 decades. I've known that woman, and I've loved her more every single day. Now ask yourselves, how often should a husband tell his wife he loves her? Once a day? At least once a day? Okay, once a day. All right. Is it okay then to, at the start of the week on Sunday morning, say, honey, okay, I have to average once a day, so here we go. I love you, 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 I love you. There. That'll hold me through the week. I'll tell you again next Sunday. Is that what she's looking for? Let's say it's Wednesday and she's hurting about something. Hey, sorry, hon. Used up the number of times I told you I love you already. Sorry, past my quota. Is that how marriage works? Of course not. Marriage is not counting the number of times that you say I love you. Marriage is telling her that you love her. Marriage is all about relationship, not checklist. It's about relationships, not obedience. Approach it that way. We are in a relationship with God. Live accordingly. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.